Loki is about that one Loki that got away in the events of Avengers Endgame. And on this show, we have Tom Hiddleston back as Loki, the not so good one, and he's taken by an organization called TVA, which oversees all of time and preserves the one timeline that we have so that someone doing something like which Loki did doesn't branch out and make a lot of timelines. I gotta be honest with you, I wasn't really much excited about this show because I was really hyped about WandaVision. I was really hyped about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They both kind of disappointed me. I mean, I was really excited about them. I really wanted them to be so good. Like while watching WandaVision episode 1, when first and the second episode ended and nothing really happened, I was like, something's gonna happen on episode 3, I'm sure. And nothing much happens on episode 3. And like, episode 4 is the one. Nothing happens on episode 4. Surely 5. I mean, we are halfway there. Surely 5. Nothing. So until the very end, I think you probably all know, until the very end, nothing much really happens in WandaVision that is important for the MCU. There is a lot of character development that was great for Scarlet Witch, but unfortunately, I didn't like it that much. I liked it, but I didn't love it. Falcon and the Winter Soldier to me felt like a filler series the whole way until the last episode. The whole series felt like a filler, and I think if, as an audience, I had never seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I go into the future Marvel movies, I can catch up. What happens in the end of Endgame, if I've seen that and I go forward with that knowledge, I'm probably gonna be alright. Because all the events of Falcon and the Winter Soldier just didn't feel like it was very much important for the future of MCU. So watching these two shows, I dialed down my expectation for Loki. I was like, let the series come out, I'll watch it and see what happens. And to my surprise, and I have never been so happy to be wrong, I was very happy within the first episode. I was like, thank God I was wrong. Like, this show is great. This show is looking good. I like it. I like the first episode. I like the second episode. I think the writing, the direction of this series is amazing because I especially liked the background score of the whole series, from the title track to every sound felt like a unique musical composition to me, and I loved listening to it. This one's color is a bit different. This one works with colorful colors, but the darker versions of those colors, like very dark green or very dark purple, which kind of gives a nod to a you know who or Loki as well. And it looked great. I liked watching what I was watching. I liked the color. I liked the tone of this show. And unsurprisingly, of course, as an MCU show, this was very funny as well. This had a lot of humor, and I loved all the humor. I loved the connection between the characters, like Owen Wilson and Loki. I'm pretty sure everyone who watched it loved that chemistry, and some other people who are also in the series has amazing chemistry between them.
You can trust me.
Loki, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
Why never do it again?
All the characters are pretty well written, and the story is also pretty well written. Like all the MCU shows so far, this doesn't have like a ton of action. They don't have MCU movie level action in the series, but they had quite a bit of fight scenes here and there, and they were pretty well done. This was mostly story based and building up to something big. You could feel the tension that something big is coming from the very first episode, and that something is going to be important. I'll try to keep myself away from all the fan theories that go around the internet because while WandaVision was going on, I actually kind of believed in a lot of them and the whole Mephisto thing. And that not happening didn't really bother me that much because I was not gonna blame a show for not being the way the fans wanted it. Clearly, the showrunners went with their vision and it worked for some people, it didn't work for some people. This show has managed to surprise me quite a few times in the small span of 6 episodes. The good thing about this is it feels really fast paced, it leaves you wanting more. I kind of like everything about this show much more than I thought I would. There are one or probably 2 episodes that are kind of a side quest kind of storyline, which I felt like if they didn't add that, it would still be a great show. And I felt like those 2 episodes were kind of filler episodes, and if they weren't there, it would still be good. But it's not like those episodes were bad. Those episodes were also very much entertaining, fast-paced and fast-moving episodes. So you never really get bored of this show, and you can probably binge the whole show in one sitting. And that's probably going to be a better experience now that it is completely over. So yeah, those are kind of the only gripes I have with this show. But other than that, I really felt like the writing and the story of this series was amazing and perfectly executed. The color grading and the background score of this whole show was so unique. I loved it. There isn't much action, but it's not about action. It's much more about setting up for the future. And like I said, it is very important, and it is going to be very important for the future of MCU, because whatever takes place in this show is definitely gonna have an effect in the future movies or future series. So yeah, keeping all these things in mind, I think I'm gonna give this show an 8.5 on 10 because it was a whole lot of fun and it was amazing.
Glorious.
Hey, thank you everyone so much for watching. If you liked the video, you know what to do. Just hit the like button and the subscribe and share it with your friends if you want, and I will see you on the next video.